Real show, here we go. Real show, here we go. You know that it's gotta be that time, so this is what we chant. What keeps on getting them all amped in advance? Come on. You and I rocking out with Iron Man, F.E. You get the general's point of view on top of Roger's rants. Whenever tapping out, we're putting the most minutes in. You already know what that's about, you know that winners win. Crush whatever's on task, check the podcast. It's the champ and the tramp, let the bomb blast.
What's up, my man? We got Jesse Holt in the house, everybody's favorite conspiracy theorist.
Oh, you know it.
Served our country, now 101st Airborne, and everybody loves him, especially the ladies. What's up with that new tattoo on the knee there?
He's like a fit, handsome Alex Jones.
Look at the baby blues. I tell him all the time. Jesse doesn't really go out with me much anymore. We used
Not
to be.
anymore.
We were pretty solid wingmen there for a while. It really is pretty rare to get him out now, although we're going out tonight for his birthday. Just to dinner, but could turn into something. Who knows?
Wow.
But anyway, he would get so hammered every time we went out. You couldn't. He's such a good looking dude. Ladies love him, but you couldn't understand him. So I'd always say, Jesse, just give him the baby blues. Just bat the eyes at him. You're in, bro. You're in. No, he's got to try to talk to him, and I can't even understand him.
I
don't even know what I say sometimes. And I watch your videos that you posted the other day, and I'm like, oh my gosh, bro. Like, you put that up there? I'm like, yeah.
I noticed. I noticed you didn't even like it.
Oh, well, no, I did.
Did you?
I did. I said nothing but love, but I had some kid up the gym, Chris, from working at the mainland now, right? The chef there.
Yeah.
He's like, bro, I seen your videos. You were pretty wasted. I'm like, bro, no, that was from a couple years ago. Actually, last year and the year prior. Like, you have some good ones. You have some gems.
There you go, buddy.
Is that better?
Go, pal.
Nice.
I didn't want to crickle and crackle.
So, new tat. I mean, I've known you a long time. I pretty much know your tats. So that's definitely
he
new.
knows them. He said he knows them like the
Especially-
back of his hand.
Especially the ones close to your groin. What's that one? What's that mean?
It's called the Merkaba. It's like
Merkaba?
sacred geometry.
Sacred. So, okay, is that like where certain shapes are in everything type stuff, right?
Yeah,
They
like
call that
like the symbol 3, 6, and 9 all goes back into sacred geometry and all
like
that.
3, 6, and 9
Yep.
is a symbol.
3, 6, and 9 is like Nikola Tesla because it all ties into. I have to show you like the chart of it, but it shows you why 3, 6, and 9 is such a relevant number.
Speaking of charts, you happen to bring one with you
I
today.
did. I did.
What is the
Can you see
the
from
chart? Hold it up to the camera. What is this chart?
This is the chart of craziness.
This is definitely the chart of craziness.
There's a lot.
Listen, can I please?
Yeah. Heck
I'm
yeah.
gonna we'll read some stuff.
Read
from
some
this.
of it.
It's called. Well, first off, the biggest thing comes to it says the Great Awakening, which is something you say very, very
Often.
frequently, right? Okay.
The Great Solar
Top
Flash.
secret. Eisenhower first ET meeting. Oh shit, that would have the movie came from probably. The first ET meeting. Battle of Los Angeles. I don't know what that is. You know what that is?
No, he said that too, but I said yeah.
The Mayan breakaway group. Cylindrical stone ships. I'm so sorry. I don't know if a circular shaped stone ship floats very well. Oh my goodness. Solar system climate change. Our planet's heating up. I mean, probably, right? Right? I mean, I don't understand what is this all getting to? And I see the best part.
The
Q.
reset. The reset.
The Q.
Whatever happened to the Q? The
North
Q
Korean
just
peace
came out.
kind of just went away.
No, the Q. Come on, dude. He still won't watch. He won't watch the fucking
What?
Q Into the Storm. Did you watch it yet?
I did not.
Bullshit.
No, I
you
did not.
can't.
Did you watch 2,000 Mules yet?
No, I
Then
didn't.
don't
yet.
talk to me. Did you?
What do you mean? Don't talk to me,
Because you give me a hard time about not watching Into the Storm.
bro? Because it's about our boy here.
Did you watch it?
And he might say chemtrails. There
Are
we go.
you? Are you?
Chemtrails.
Oh no!
You know
we found something he believes in now.
Who, me?
Oh, yeah.
No, chemtrails. I hear from what I hear learned people say. Learned people say is that chemtrails are actually called contrails or condensation trails.
You really believe that?
I don't know. I don't know what to believe, but it does make sense. They say it's almost predictable if it will have a contrail or not based on the weather, right? If that's the case, if it's predictable, then I can say, yeah, that makes sense.
That's their argument.
Don't all jets over a certain altitude have contrails?
Of course.
That
they
I don't
all
know.
because
they all
it's the
release some
temperature
sort
up
of
there,
trail.
right?
Yes.
It's
Yeah,
heat,
so
it's
that's
a heat signature.
condensation.
Right. So that makes sense, no?
So why does it hang up there forever? You look at LA.
It doesn't hang up there forever.
No, you look at LA.
Whoa. Here's a good one. Humans are one of the most valuable commodities across the galaxy.
You're going to go back to your social security number? You were assigned a number?
Listen, off-planet human slave trade. It's not over, boys. It's not over.
Off, meaning we're getting shipped off?
because we are the most valuable commodity.
We're in a slave society right now.
We're the well, holy shit, this is getting better. Draco and Reptilian Alliance. All right, I have heard of reptilians. I've heard of reptilians, right?
I've heard of Draco from Jesse.
What's Draco? Yeah, what's Draco?
I've heard of it from Jesse.
It's draconian. It's like dragons. Goes back to like reptilians.
Underground, right?
Dragons.
Living underground here?
Kinda.
Wait, okay, so in this circle of the Draconian and Reptilian Alliance, service to self, negative beings, black wedge and pumpkin seeds shaped craft, human slave labor force, dark fleet. It sounds like fucking Star Wars.
It's just a bunch of
offensive
words.
Yeah, offensive space fleet, beyond solar system, Nazi command structure, breakaway Nazis, Orion Syndicate. That's all in one circle. So I think this is just someone's like
because it's all tied into one. So the Nazis.
Explain. Okay,
break it down.
Yeah, give me just that circle.
Though, to break all this.
No,
down.
just that circle.
Oh,
just that circle.
Reptilians and all that.
Pull that mic closer.
Draco, Reptilians, Dark Fleet, the Nazi command structure, Orion Syndicate, human slave labor. The black wedge and pumpkin seeds shaped craft. Is that a recipe? Is that a fucking recipe for this trip we're taking on the Dark Fleet?
I can't.
All right, so
what is the end of all of this? What is the end? Right, the Great Reset. Am I correct?
No. I wanted him to explain that circle.
Okay,
please.
go ahead. Sorry.
So the circle with reptilians and like
Pumpkin
Draco,
seeds.
reptilians, pumpkin seeds. How is that all connected?
So that's who took over our planet, right? The reptilians and all that. The negative reptilians. I guess there's positive reptilians in there.
Wait.
How did these? And I'm just asking you.
Yeah.
Not.
Let's go back to biblical, right?
Okay. So okay.
I wanna learn.
So the reptilians are in the Bible.
Yeah. Well, that's what the snake is. A reference to that.
But wait, Snake, Garden of Eden, Snake?
Yeah. So
that's like day one, basically.
Yeah, it all
Kinda
goes
where it
back
all
to
starts,
that. It
right?
actually goes back further than that. Is what I got out of the whole thing.
Okay.
So the reptilians have been in control for a long time. They're a dark entity, right? But not all of them are dark, and so they're draconians, and they come from
And draconians are dragons.
the dragons, and like there's a bunch of different reptilian races, I would say. And they've been in control for a long time, and that's what's actually going on now. That's why they feed off adrenochrome, which is
a reptilian race.
they shapeshifters.
Okay. Can't listen.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Sorry.
You get heated. Go ahead.
No,
It
was right here. It was right here. I don't want to lose it.
I know.
Can you fuck a reptilian one?
Oh yeah, the shapeshifters. You wouldn't even.
I'm saying, but can you impregnate one? And if you impregnate one, can you be half reptilian?
Yes.
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 Are you good or you bad if you're half reptilian? Half good, half bad?
Oh, I think some are good, so it depends on your soul.
So did you ever think you fucking clap some reptilian cheeks?
No, I don't know. No,
Roger?
no.
Roger?
I don't think so. No.
There's supposedly the shapeshifters though.
I've smashed some pure evil people.
God.
And they weren't lizards.
Lot lizards.
Nah, but supposedly they could shapeshift, they could do anything, and they've been implemented in our world with the secret societies and all that for a long time. It goes back to them drinking blood and the whole thing of that nature.
So I kind of we love having you in because we don't get too wrapped up in politics per se. It's not left,
I don't
right,
want
Democrat. You have a very spiritual kind of look on this, which is so much deeper. Whether you believe it or whether people watch and think you're fucking crazy or insane or not, or whether they buy. Listen, you got a lot of supporters, bro. A lot. Do you remember what you were explaining to me when we went to Cousin Seafood and I videoed you in the car on the way up?
Oh, yeah.
There was something about the vibration of the earth.
Yep, Schumann resonance.
The Schumer resonance. Bro, I couldn't believe the amount of support you got in my comments. Everybody's like, bro, that guy's a genius. He knows exactly. And I was like, they're making fun of him.
Well, look at the audience. Look at the fucking audience, okay?
But I do have people come up to me all the time saying, yo, I needed to hear that. The last one about spirituality and this whole talk.
I think it's...
spirituality, I'm down with. All right, but listen, like, I'm not putting you on
I know,
the spot.
I'm with you.
I'm not putting you on the spot, but you did not explain shit,
crazy.
bro. You didn't explain that circle at all.
I did.
You said
some of it.
Okay, you got the reptilians. That's it.
So what else?
What
pumpkin seed shape.
Yeah, the pumpkin seed shape.
And
the Nazi. What did the Nazi command center structure and the breakaway Nazis have to do with the reptilians?
See, we're gonna
was Hitler a fucking reptilian?
No, supposedly World War II, we're gonna figure out some more stuff that really happened there. It's not.
Listen. This is what these guys, especially my man Jesse, loves saying. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find this.
Because I don't know the whole truth.
Listen. You've been saying we're gonna find shit out since the start of this podcast.
2 years.
All right. And so far we ain't found shit.
You notice he doesn't predict dates anymore. Though. He won't predict dates.
I promise you, we will find out.
Okay.
I believe that's so deep. No, it's so deep in
our lifetimes. You believe
no, before 2024, we're gonna find out a lot of things. We have to.
Okay.
That's inevitable.
What's the craziest thing you think we're gonna find out?
Oh, bro, that there's a whole Galactic Federation up there. That's probably the craziest shit ever. People don't blow people's minds, but they're gonna say, right? They say alien invasion. They're coming to invade us, and like we need nuclear war and all this other things, like false flags. No bullshit.
Wait. Okay, go back. False flag. Are you saying we're gonna
the news
the
that's
media
controlled by
the elitists, the elites?
But I'm gonna give
okay, so you're gonna say
one company that controls every single news station, right? BlackRock.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
they control every single one.
And shit.
Fox, everything you want to think is good, they control everything.
Yeah,
everything. The farmlands are tied in with.
So where is the trickle down effect to the individual broadcaster though? Like there's a secret room they all go in before and like
dude, no.
Okay, you have to be on this.
The 13 families.
I know, but there has to be a discussion.
Listen, though. Yeah. You've seen like those clips where they have like every single news station say the same same line. Correct. They're getting fed. So at that top level, they're all getting fed that
nobody
shit.
Out. There's not a whistleblower in that group ever.
No, for sure there is.
Where?
Yeah, but then they die. Yo, for real. Yo, they die. Yo, who's that? Joan Rivers? She said the thing about Barack Obama.
She was old as fuck.
Yo, she said the thing about Barack Obama.
Would you have hit that?
Saying,
I think I might have hit
saying that Michelle Obama is actually a dude, right? And then like she died 2 weeks later.
All right, we're gonna get us
She
banned.
was fucking 80-something years old.
I'm just saying.
She was in Spaceballs.
That's a coincidence.
She was in Spaceballs. Remember?
Am I
she
weird?
was the robot.
Am I weird for thinking Joan Rivers was hot even as an older lady? Am I weird for that?
She was a bad.
I'm weird
looking.
for that, right?
No, she was a bad looking.
I don't know. I just thought for a gilf, she could have got it.
Oh man,
should have been like a gilf. Great, she's old as shit.
I'm weird. I guess I'm weird.
No, you're not weird. We're all weird in all ways.
Knock the dust off that, huh?
We're all weird in all ways. Don't worry about that.
So, all right, wait, but where did we go? We went away from something. You were saying that
Galactic Federation.
Yeah, the aliens are coming.
The craziest thing.
The craziest thing is the Galactic Federation. All right, but then you said we're gonna have an invasion, and our media's gonna spin
fake invasion.
A fake invasion. So it's not gonna be them aliens.
They're with us.
And dude, this is crazy. Actually, now I'm kind of with them, right? Because now they're starting to say, oh, there's these. Out of this world spacecraft, so we're seeing them we're seeing them a lot more. Now they're like, we're getting hit with a fucking invasion. Now what? What are you saying? No, they're saying now we're gonna need to use nuclear weapons.
They're with us.
But so if we use nuclear weapons, we're gonna shoot them into the sky.
We won't
because the good guys are gonna win.
No, we already won this.
We won already.
Yeah, it's playing out right now. And like, all right, so
we won already. Roger don't feel like he won.
No, but it has to play out this way. It has to. Everybody needs to wake the fuck up about what's been really going on.
But that's the thing. Do you think people are going to really wake up and say this shit is real?
Oh my gosh, bro.
No.
So many people have already.
You keep saying everybody.
Not everybody. No,
I
think
Look at the people
half
out
the
there.
world is never waking up, bro.
But look at the people out there that fucking.
Right. So what happens to those people?
So they got that. So what I didn't get into the last one, right? They have to repeat another 3D world, worst scenario, even worse than what they experienced here.
Okay, so what happens to?
But this ain't so bad, bro.
What happens to the?
No, this is great. I know.
That's what I mean. So this ain't bad. It's like what
It's not. And we think it is, though. But, like, it's going to get so much better. We're on the tip of everything unlocking.
Like, I'm pretty good, bro.
You know, like the cheat code to a video game?
Of course everybody wants more. You know you want more, but I'm pretty content.
I'm good because I feel like I could just, I feel like, you when we were raised, you're kind of just tougher and you're born to survive. I worry about my kids. I don't know if they're going to be okay.
Yeah, no,
I'm worried about them.
I mean...
Bro, they're going to be amazing.
You love your kids? That's all you got to worry about.
I know, but they're going to be here long after I'm gone.
Oh, you're saying like what's
long after I can't protect them anymore.
No, but I'm just saying. He's saying like no, but he's saying that we're going to go to something better, so much better, and this and that. I'm like, this is pretty good, bro.
Heaven on earth. There will be no more war. There's going to be no more of that in the future, near future,
or
time frame.
No more war in the world.
No war.
In the world.
Nope. No poverty.
Will
no hunger.
will we be in the same conscious state of human form? Or are you talking about after death?
Just
Or what do you-
evolved, though. On a much
He said
deeper
this is
level.
next week, bro.
yeah.
No, not next week. Not next week. But in our time frame, I believe all this is playing out right now, right? So when it starts to come out and all the truth has to get revealed about this fake, we've been a slave to, honestly, the world for a long time.
But you're
Everybody.
you're talking about something very complex to explain and be real.
Yes, it
if
is
you told
super deep.
literally a good portion of the country on a cloudless day at high noon that the sky is blue, there's going to be a percentage of those people that are going to say no, it's not. So how is everybody going to be?
Nobody will. Not everybody will make the transformation though. So that's the thing though. But I believe a lot are waking up though, because I talk to so many people because I want to know. I want to see where they're at in life, and like I don't even go conspiracy side when I first like talk to them, but I will. Everybody's evolving on some type of grand scale. They're all changing their life, right? Some people are quitting their jobs in their 40s, right? And going to a whole new other way of life. Some people are changing up their diets. Everything that they want to do, they're all changing everything up on a positive level.
Yo, agreed. There's mad people that are fucking shooting dope right now, eating cheeseburgers and doing a lot of bad shit too.
Yeah.
Of course.
Am I right?
Yeah. But those are the ones that are going to go with the dark side.
We're sort of an experiment for something vastly bigger than us in extraterrestrial form, is sort of what you're saying.
Wait, what?
3D. No, where are we? We're 3D or we're 4D right now?
We're almost 40 probably.
We're almost
Right.
4D.
I would say we're getting
And what's
to 4.
what's the? Is it 5D?
5D.
Where we want to go?
Yeah.
Is there 6D?
Yeah, it goes all the way up to 9. It's
9D?
supposedly even like further, but like 9.
Really?
Yeah.
But like, okay.
So there are Turians from outer space, or 9D.
What do you call it?
Arturians. You ever see Indiana Jones, the last one though, when the blue people at the end?
No, no.
No, they
The
had
blue people?
Yeah, they had the crystal skulls all over.
Oh,
This is the last
so
one.
Indiana Jones got it right.
Well, no, the movies kind of predict the
Will-
future.
Yeah,
Will-
that's what they say. That's what they say. Right?
Will Smith in Men in Black was way ahead of his time, apparently.
Well, that supposedly that's like a thing though. Like
There is an agency. You think there's an agency?
100%. There has to be. If there's a Galactic Federation up there, there has to be an agency. There has to be things that like all different. You see the walks of life that are in Star Wars, Star Trek, Men in Black, all that. I believe that does exist.
When
You
you're
know, you listen.
our
I was
universe is endless.
banging a chick, do you just talk crazy shit in her ear? Is it banging
I
her?
talk crazy all the time to everybody.
Yeah,
I'm so
I was
out
listening.
there.
I was listening to this guy. He's a Japanese guy, American Japanese, I believe. He was on Rogan's podcast. He's a scientist, super smart.
Dr. Emoto? The water experiment?
No.
Okay.
Mr. Roboto. Dory Regato.
It's about this guy was talking about how phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and he was comparing it to movies. I forgot what he said. Phase 1. We say we're like within 50 years of phase 1, and that is controlling the power of our planet. Right?
Yes.
We're
we
almost
have that
there
already.
He said we're almost there.
We have
right?
it.
According to Jesse, we're there.
We do.
Well, explain that to me. What do you mean controlling the power of our planet?
We could control
our natural resources?
the ether.
Pretty-
Okay.
Are not well, even like the supposedly like the geothermal inside the Earth is fucking crazy energy.
Yeah.
Once
Yes.
we tap into that, that's gonna be nuts. I would imagine, right? Let me find this.
And there's the inner earth with the inner sun.
I mean, yeah, I don't believe that.
Well, there is.
Michio Kaku.
Bukaki.
Kaku. So anyway, and then he said phase 2, and he says it's like Star Trek. That's where we harness the power of the sun. Then he said phase 3.
Wait, aren't we
Universal
already
power.
harvesting the power of the sun right now? What else
No.
is there to
He's
do?
saying much more involved
no,
than
we're not.
what
no,
we're
no,
doing.
No,
Not
not
with the
by
solar
putting a
panels.
solar panel. That's not
Yeah.
really harnessing the power of the sun. That's taking the sun's energy. That's not harnessing it and using it.
Right.
I guess maybe
Directly?
Anyway.
Like you got to be.
Dude, yeah.
tapped
I mean,
into it?
yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah, so we're gonna be able to take as much energy as the sun has. We're gonna be able to utilize it, right?
Okay.
He's right.
But that's like hundreds of years from now. Okay. This is what this guy's saying.
Okay.
Not me.
Yeah, I'm just trying
Right?
to
Then he
understand.
said phase 3. It would be like
Universal.
Star Wars.
Why aren't we harvesting the ocean, the power
Where?
of the oceans?
That's the planet, bro. That's what we're
Oh,
trying
okay.
to do.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the
yeah,
planet.
yeah, yeah.
I know.
Okay.
We gotta slow it down for
Stand
Roger.
corrected.
Got to keep it very
I'm
simple.
thinking fire,
Gotta keep it
wind,
simple.
earth.
No.
Air,
Planetary.
air,
Listen.
okay.
Planetary. Our first one's phase 1.
Gotcha.
Okay, then solar, then the sun. Then phase 3 is you could harness the power of the galaxy.
Yes. We can do that now. They have their technology.
The Intergalactica does.
Yeah, they
right?
do.
What is it?
The Galactic Federation of Love and Light.
Federation of Love and Light.
Yeah.
So, are there humans other places? Like, do these people look like us?
Yes. A lot of them look like us.
They
and then
look
some
like
of
us,
it-
or they take our form?
No, they look like us. But there's some can shift into our form. Those are reptilians, right? And the other ones are like the Nordics, right? With the
Nordics? Whoa.
Yeah, which I believe are
Like Thor?
Yes, what we like, because I'm part Viking, right? So like that's the ancient gods that they used to, and even the Greeks, right? With Zeus and like it all ties into one another, and they just weren't from here. And yes, they harness powers, but were the powers?
I feel like he just believes everything.
No,
You know?
no.
He's like, yep, I got Zeus up in that motherfucker there. I got Neptune too.
Yo, heck no. But I just believe like because that's an actual race, right? The
You-
Nordics.
Think
Blonde hair,
Alex
blue
Jones
eyes.
is a prophet?
I don't watch him.
You don't.
Bro,
But
I
he
think
he
he
believes
is,
in the
bro.
He's
intergalactic.
I think you guys think I'm nuts.
You think he's crazy?
Nuts.
I would think you would worship that
He goes
guy.
up on these rants and like I just don't.
Listen,
I don't know if I
don't
believe
watch him either because he's a little over the top for me. But actually, Frankie says it. He's predicted a lot of shit pretty accurately.
A lot of fucking
Yes.
A lot of shit.
bro.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who made this, by the way? Do we know?
Jesse drew it with a crayon.
What's the Philadelphia experiment?
That's
don't know yet.
you have
So I don't
named
know.
you have named like 5 movies in there so far.
That's the movie?
Philadelphia Experiments definitely.
Is it?
Yeah, Tom fucking what's his name?
What?
Not Hanks.
Hanks, Tom Hanks.
That's called Philadelphia.
He was
first
the
off.
most evil
it's
guy
about
possible.
it's about AIDS people. People having AIDS. He said you just named them.
All right, wait.
This dude's fucking
Maybe
great,
you're right,
bro.
right.
It's called Philadelphia. Denzel
Well,
Washington and Tom Hanks.
There was another one that you
God.
named earlier that was definitely a movie.
Or Escape from L.A.
Yes.
or something like that. Yeah.
So you don't know all this stuff. The Book of Enoch.
don't.
That's another part of the Bible, right?
It is a
Yeah, I
part.
know that.
But
I know that.
other Christians will say that's a bad part of the Bible.
Yeah, I know.
It's not
Right.
real.
Mm.
But they talk about all this.
4D chess. Isn't that like something now they have?
That's what's being played out. I believe 5D chess, not 4.
So you don't know who wrote this?
Nope. But that's the conspiracy side I preyed upon, and that's why I believe it.
The brain drain, 1950s to 60s, 60 million plus recruited into the SSP.
You see, like Terrence McKenna up here and stuff like that with
Oh yeah,
DMT.
Terrence Kennedy, yeah.
Because that's a new wave, right? They just legalized psilocybin out here in Jersey.
In Jersey?
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
Did they?
It just passed.
Psilocybin?
You can grow it.
You can grow it?
Yeah, you can give it out for donations.
Oh shit.
Really?
Yo, because we're evolving, we're transferring. Like it might not seem like that, but we are on such a deeper level.
They can't test for that either,
Because
right? Psilocybin,
no,
there's no
they
test
can't.
for it?
No, it's a spinal tap,
Right.
and even to get that test, and like that's a weird ass test. I've actually never heard someone get a spinal tap before.
I had one when I was a kid.
Did
supposedly.
you?
Yeah, when I was a baby, I had to get one supposedly.
For what?
Really?
I don't know. Why do you need them? I don't know.
I don't know.
Like
I only heard
Leslie
forget-
said I had a spinal tap when I was a baby.
Really?
It's like, yeah.
Interesting. You're actually the first person I've ever heard it. But I only heard that's how
sure
you
it
test
was-
for like psychedelics.
I'm pretty sure I didn't make that up. I'm pretty sure it's true.
Well, I mean, obviously they thought you could have had something and they were testing you for it, and that was the only way to test, I guess.
True.
His wiener was too big.
Yeah, I don't know. You definitely sound a little nuts, I'll be honest with you. But
I love it though. That was
in
my
theory,
I'm gonna
I
sound
want to
nuts.
believe what you say because
Because
it
it's all
always
good. That's- I
follows
think-
the power of good versus evil. It's always on the
Yeah, yeah. We're in
everything you
spiritual
explain.
warfare.
So I want to believe it, but it's just so contrary to any logical.
Why do you think
thinking,
I prayed upon
you
it
know what I mean?
3 separate times? I had 3 different signs, and that's why I thought so crazy.
You would
It was-
agree for well, I've known you 20 years. Frankie's known you just as long. For us, this is you, and we get you. And honestly, I'd love to believe, but for the average person, you would be way too much for them to handle.
Well, that's why I probe and see where they're at.
Do your
Right?
neighbors, like when you're in your backyard, sunning,
probably
literally suns his asshole. I know because he sent me a picture of it like a week ago. Sunning, not his actual asshole, but his legs.
I was. No, the asshole. You have to.
Yeah.
It's very important.
Why?
Your neighbors
Why?
have to think you're
Why?
insane, bro.
Why?
No, I put up a shade. You can't see me on the back
What
deck.
do you,
I got
you
an
got
upper
a shower
back deck.
curtain like fucking.
No, I got an upper back deck, and I block it off.
Okay.
Why is it good to sun the asshole?
Because so that's like your pure activation. Like we don't do that. That's the only part of
I don't.
us,
You
right?
think? Do you think the first humans did that?
Of
No.
course, they ran around naked.
Yeah, but they weren't sunning their fucking assholes,
Well,
spreading their
the
cheeks.
sun hit
We
their
don't know
fucking
what they were
butthole.
doing. We have no clue.
No. How can
Yeah.
the sun hit your butthole?
So like
Your sun
that's
can't hit your
you gotta-
butthole
you
unless
gotta-
you spread your cheeks and
you
spread your legs, bro.
Oh, bro, you want to see the fucking picture?
No.
I
His
did.
legs are definitely spread.
Oh, I did.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
I spread
But I'm
'em.
saying the early humans didn't fucking
So
sit
you-
there and
you-
fucking spread eagle.
You get some sort of positive charge from it, but then also the moon, you charge rocks, right?
No,
and put them.
so I
No.
stopped charging because
Wait, what does he do
I
with
don't
the
know
rocks?
about the moon.
And what?
At night when the moon's out,
Oh,
full
yeah,
moon,
yeah,
he'll
yeah,
charge.
yeah,
I
yeah.
thought you charge crystals. I'm sorry, crystals.
used to, but I
No?
think the real power is from the sun.
Oh, okay.
So the
moon's
moon,
the kid sister.
I don't know with the moon. I have such a dilemma with that because they say it's like
Do you believe we landed on the moon, or you think that was all staged?
I think it was all staged.
You do.
You dive into that like it was all staged.
Did we go back a couple times? Supposedly we did, right? But we haven't been back since
Something weird about that.
right?
Since,
we never
since,
like-
since Lance
What's on the
Armstrong
do- what's-
landed.
Did he though?
I just love fucking
Did
saying
he, though?
stupid shit to piss him off. He gets so
Did he?
he gets so angry.
Did he? Did he, Raj?
Lance, yeah,
Yeah,
Lance.
did he?
Right after he won the
Neil.
Tour de France, he went
Neil.
up there.
I know. But we never
Frankie
even traveled
loves correcting people.
the
more
dark
than
side of
anything.
the moon now, right? We haven't been there. Supposedly it's
Is there a dark side of the moon though?
it never rotates around the Earth. It never
The
we
Earth-
never see the backside of it.
I know, but does the sun get it ever? You know what I'm saying?
Interesting. I don't know.
I don't know that question. Like, is it just dark? Like, it's dark to us all the time, but does it get sun eventually, or no?
I couldn't answer that.
So I
don't know.
charge my crystals and everything up in the sun, though. My water, I make my water with my reverse osmosis machine. I put crystals in there, Sugnite and quartz crystals.
Suge Knight,
Yeah, Sugnite, that's what it's called.
Suge Knight, like fucking Death Row Records, bro.
Kind of just like them, yeah. I put that outside, I charge it, and people are like, yo, you charge your water? I'm like, yes, it has to be in glass. Put some crystals in there, and that thing will.
Well,
be
I
charged
believe
up.
that you're living healthier just because of plastic is horrible for you. You ingest certain plastic particles and it's
But
bad
then
for you.
what-
So
if the
glass
sun
makes
grows,
sense.
right? If it's good for our immune system, it's good for the plants and environments and everything
Yeah.
like that to thrive.
Liver
Why
King
wouldn't-
says that. That's
why
why he
wouldn't
never
that
wears.
be good to
That's why
thrive?
Liver King never wears a shirt because the sun.
He actually looks like he's gonna explode. He looks like he's gonna explode.
He's mad red,
I don't
bro.
think.
Yeah.
I don't think that,
So am I,
that's
so am
healthy,
I.
I
right?
know. What is it with you guys?
We got high blood pressure.
I don't think that's
what it is?
healthy
No,
though.
I don't know. He's
Supposedly,
that dude never wears a shirt ever.
supposedly he doesn't take a blood test ever. Like to eating like that, you might want to.
Bro, you should.
All right.
I don't think that's healthy.
Listen, I ain't
I don't
hating on the
know.
dude.
I don't know.
Not
I'm a-
every day
I'm a-
like that. There's a balance.
I don't know, man.
I'm a capitalist.
He's
I-
definitely doing juice, bro.
I
Come
love
on.
what the guy is doing.
Right?
He's making money. He's making a better. He's making generational wealth now
I
for his
do
kids.
like
I
what he's
love
doing.
what he's doing.
Yes.
Dude,
he's
I
selling
wanna-
a product, but ain't no fucking way that dude ain't doing juice.
Okay,
There's no
listen,
fucking way.
Yeah,
And if you say no, and I'm not hating on the dude, I don't care. Prove it.
whatever. I don't care about that. I'm just saying, how did he get? Because when did we notice him? Like within a year ago.
In a year.
How does he have all this money? Because has he been
because-
around for a
because-
while? Or does he
no,
do
he
other
just came
shit?
on the scene really strong, and he made a name for himself, and people started subscribing because he was eating such weird fucking food, and he's a brick shit house, and he looks like. But then he had these products that he came out with immediately, and he just capitalized on it.
We got to get over here and do a picture.
Yeah, I talked to him.
I'm the same height as him, bro.
Yeah, you are, bro. You are. He's not a tall dude, but he admits it. But he admits it in this cool kind of way. He's like, I'm 5'8" of pure.
He's not
Bohemian."
5'8", bro. He's 5.
I would say 5'6".
He says he's
Oh, really? He
5'7", so he's 5'7". He's probably 5'6".
Listen, whatever he is,
I say
he's
5'11".
He's
or
a
5'10".
brick fucking shit house. I ain't hating on the dude, but ain't no way that dude ain't taking juice, bro. No fucking way.
Bro, it looks like he's gonna explode.
No fucking way.
I just had the conversation the other day at the
Bro,
drop
I see
zone.
Eddie actually was talking. He put some. He was eating some liver. He's been eating raw liver and shit. I'm like, oh, I see you doing a Liver King thing. He's like, yeah, it's my. I'm getting it from some farm by my house. I said, ask him if you can milk the bulls.
Yo, they need to try to eat testicles. Jake Paul did on like a podcast, right? The liver
Jake Paul or Logan Paul?
Logan,
yeah.
Or one of them. Yeah. But it was on a podcast, right? And with Liver King, I seen this like a little quick, and then he like puked it up right away. And
he gets a little heated. Liver King gets a little heated if you ask him questions about someone said
about
no,
juice? Oh.
well, I'm sure about juice too, but just a little piece of that interview I saw. Somebody said, if you're so ancestral and you believe that that is the way to live, like our great ancestors lived in caveman style, essentially, and eat raw meat. Why are you flying around in a private jet? Why are you living in a mansion? And he explained his way out of it. He kind of navigated it with, don't you think the caveman living in a cave, don't you think he upgraded his environment to eventually living in a fucking hut? And, like it was, but he gets heated when he does it, bro. He's like,
I think he created this image. He's got to fucking live by it.
Right.
100%.
Again, I'm American. I'm a capitalist. Good for the dude. I'm glad he's fucking doing well for himself because everybody should, but bro.
Oh, I'm with you.
I want to see a blood test. I want to see a fucking blood test.
He says he don't brush his teeth.
Really?
Honestly, if
What's
he
up,
really
boy,
does,
fluoride?
if he really does eat like that,
It's healthy. It's healthy.
it is no sugar.
Yeah.
Really, no carbs. Right? You don't eat fucking carbs, really. You don't eat. You
What do
don't eat
mean-
vegetables.
What do you mean if he does? Obviously he does because he'll. Bro,
No. If that's all he eats.
All he eats, right?
If that's all he
Right,
eats.
right,
I don't
right.
think you need to brush your teeth.
You obviously we've all.
You have to brush
We've
your
all.
Bro, no, he's saying he'll brush with like a brush, but no toothpaste, no nothing.
Well, don't use fluoride.
No, I hear a lot of toothpaste bad.
We've all eaten a raw egg or more, right? Well, everybody's done it, right?
Yeah.
It's not a huge deal. He either ate 50 or 100 at a
50. I
Was it
seen
50
50s, yeah.
at a whack, bro? The cholesterol in a yolk alone.
I don't
is-
believe the cholesterol is.
He doesn't believe in it. Yeah, he says
I believe cholesterol is good.
He says cholesterol means nothing.
There's like
to him.
there's
I think it's
different.
good for
I'm
you.
hearing things about cholesterol. Like it's a lot of it's genetic, from what I hear.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
Well, I believe also in epigenetics and neuroplasticity, right? We could always retrain the body and we can always retrain the mind.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something that it's not genetics. And we think that, right? But we could always reprogram it. We could always make new cells and new neurochemicals and stuff like that for the brain to be producing, I think.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah. I think a lot of it is state of mind.
Remap it. Yeah.
State of mind and then changing it up, right? It takes a little bit, but yeah.
Well, that's what they say. Like psilocybin does actually.
Yes.
You know,
Opens
your
up.
brain neuron. I think they image someone like without being on it, and they image someone with being on it, and their fucking neurons are firing like crazy.
Bro, I've
Opens up
never,
pathways, right?
I felt like everything was alive.
I've only done mushrooms
Everything.
twice in my life,
And
but
you
I
have
never
no
had that
idea.
experience.
Yo, you're 200.
Never
You
had
have
that
to
experience.
fast. You have to fast.
I did.
you
Wait.
want
You say that now. Did I not follow to a letter exactly what you told me to do? At the
What
time?
You didn't fast,
What
though.
was
You
it?
told me exactly how much to eat.
You didn't
I
fast.
did 3.5.
You didn't
I
fast,
ate-
but Roger, you eat too much,
He
bro.
ate before it. But he
Only
ate
a fat
3.5 though. Never.
6.5 if you told me
even
to eat
have
6.5.
to. I
You're
just
the
think-
expert. I
Did
did
you
what you
eat
told
just
me
the
to do.
mushroom?
did.
You ate
Yeah,
mushroom?
that's it, bro.
I didn't want to
Did-
give him more
did
than
it taste how it
3.5.
I don't remember it. I mean, it wasn't a good. I chewed it and fucking swallowed it. It
He
wasn't.
did. I was with him.
Yeah, it was
No, I
like-
believe you.
But I think he needs like 5.
And I-
grams?
Yeah.
No,
I
bro.
felt-
Just
Bro,
fast.
I
how
felt-
many grams do you have?
Come on, 3.5.
3.5.
First time I ever did it. 3.5. I don't know if that's a
I
lot.
I
sure
gave it to
3.5.
him. I gave it to him. I
And-
weighed
and
it. I gave it to him.
Everybody
Trust me.
else was fucked up.
I was
There
wrecked.
was people sitting in front of
I
my
was
car.
wrecked.
Dude,
My-
but you know, some people metabolize stuff differently. I believe. Maybe he just
My-
but you had a little bit.
my-
You said you felt a little.
I did.
Bit. Okay.
Here's what
You
I
did.
remember. Here's what I remember. Visuals, and I'm not talking about pink elephants and fucking dragons. I didn't see any of that. I remember looking at the sky.
Any lizards?
No, looking at the sky, and we were in a beautiful backyard with like a beautiful like scenic view of like the skyline, and it looked literally like it was alive. Like just
See,
never.
maybe
it's never
I think
been
you're
so
looking
clear.
for more. I think because I've never seen shit when I did my. Just everything that I see looks amazing. You don't see stuff that's not there.
I
for me.
remember that specifically, just how beautiful it was.
We
and
had the
how vivid it
conversation.
was, and I remember
There's a picture, too.
the girl that I was talking to, and I told you, her forehead morphed in front of me, and it was
Huge.
She had the biggest forehead I've ever seen in my entire life, but in reality, I knew that she didn't because I'd seen her before I did.
But that
shrooms.
sounds like you're tripping to me, bro.
But it was a full effect like everybody else was on.
Listen, okay, so if I was tripping, which I was, I guess, right? That's a trip. There was my girl and her friend sat Indian style in front of my car for over an hour staring at the headlights thinking they were seeing dragons.
Yeah.
And they didn't take anywhere near as much as I took.
They weigh as much as your pinky toe.
They weigh 100 pounds. That's what I'm trying to say. He's that different human.
Yeah.
You have to give him more of everything. You can't just give him 3.5 and be like, oh, you're gonna trip like the regular human, right? You're 6'5", 250 pounds. There's no way.
He wants good 8 inches.
Right. Yeah, oh, God.
Listen, but I did it one other time in my backyard for my girl's dad's birthday. We did it. And I remember, again, I was a little banged up, but I'm looking around at everybody else, and they're fucking, like, retarded. And I'm
never retarded though, ever.
No, I'm never.
I'm like I'll feel good, but I'm never.
Even drinking, I don't get that because I know I don't ever want to look like an idiot ever. So I know where that line is, and I'll excuse my if I get to that line where I'm like, okay, I'm a little. I'll either just stop drinking or I'll check out. I'll be done.
I'll keep going.
You know, Jesse definitely keeps going. But the thing with Jesse is, I've been out with you so many times, bro. It goes from like normal, drink 1,
it does.
Drink 2, normal, drink 3, normal, drink 4, like. Can't even understand what he's saying, bro. Like it happens that quick.
He's like, I drink just as much as you want. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
I don't know. I black out. Like I literally remember nothing of the night or
See, I
like
don't do
these
that.
little
You
segments.
talk
I don't
in
do
like
that.
a language that I don't even understand, bro. And I'm one of your best friends, and I can't. I'm like girls will be like, "What did he say?" I'll be like, I couldn't tell you. I have no idea.
Write down write down your number.
I couldn't tell you either. Yeah, you're so right though. I don't know. That's why I don't drink that much. I don't like doing that.
But I will say, never nasty, never mean. Some of the best times of my life, and literally, I'm not just saying this, have been when I couldn't even understand a word you were saying. I'm still having the time of my fucking life.
I go out
you're fun,
to have a blast.
Right.
Yeah, why? Yeah, it's good.
But
right?
some people don't. Some people just want to go out and like look for fights.
you're
and, like,
always
you know what I
fun,
mean?
bro.
Look for fights.
Always fun.
I'm here for a blast, right?
You're always
and
fun.
no matter who's with me, we're gonna have a fucking blast.
Yeah.
And like he says, I'll bring people back because I do. I network. I meet new people.
does.
I'm like, yo, come back to the party, and like, and they might not understand me at the end of the night either. But yeah, I'm gonna make the best of it.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's cool.
He could translate for me somewhat.
No, I just say less, bro. You're good looking. You don't even need to talk.
God.
Too funny.
But it's the truth. That's why I don't go out that much because I don't like getting like that. I
listen. I'm not speaking.
But
I'm
you're
not,
all in.
I'm not speaking for you, but since this whole world got turned upside down in the last,
Right.
not going to get political, but 2.5 years or so, you really have changed. You really like withdrawn yourself
because I know the shift is coming.
Yeah, you're preparing.
Okay. I feel it deep in my soul.
But what didn't you like about yourself before that you feel like you needed to shift for this?
Because it lowers my vibration the next couple of days after.
Well,
and if I'm supposed to be the light, right?
Drink,
if I'm supposed to be the light, I'm supposed to raise this vibration of the planet, right? And help with this evolution. I should be operating that way. And that's why.
So what, having fun, going out having fun lowers your vibration?
No, for the night, not that night. The night's a blast, like he says. We have a blast. We have nothing but good times. But the way I feel the next couple of days after.
Is it because you go a little too hard? Could you just go a little lighter and not turn down that vibration?
Fucking chill.
You don't. You're true. That is true.
As soon as I'm having a good time with everybody, I'm like,
yeah, it is true.
Let's go.
But you did stop by Sunday. We were out. I wasn't drinking heavily. I had a couple drinks.
Yep.
And you were at the beach all day because you love the beach. And someone told me you were there. Someone told three of us were literally within 50 feet of each other.
How crazy is that?
And Joe Gorga was there. I was talking to Joe Gorga. It was so weird. Me. But anyway, I texted you guys. I was like, stop by. And you stopped by and had like one drink. You know what I mean? And it was cool. It was
because
chill.
I'm limiting myself. I'm teaching myself.
Well, hey, if you could do that, you could do that.
I'm teaching myself.
Because
I don't have a chill,
you say
though.
what it
you
is.
know this.
Give me some advice here, fellas.
I don't have
my girl, who was a good girl, she's always got my back. She is a good girl, but she would go out every night. She doesn't so much like going out drinking. She likes going out people watching and to eateries. She loves restaurants and the vibe. She's a vibe girl. She doesn't have to get shit-faced drunk or whatever, although she does like to have a cocktail too. And it's too much for me. She's a lot younger. She's 33. She's a lot young, so I try to make a deal with her. I'm like, okay, I'll try to go out more, try to do your thing, and she doesn't mind. Sometimes she'll be like, yo, I got you my treat, we'll go, and I'll be like, okay, so we'll do your thing, but you got to come to the gym with me, and then if we go out one night, then you got to cook healthy the next day. You cook, and like she's a great cook and she will cook healthy, but she will not do anything because she's like this little tiny fit thing that can eat whatever she wants and drink whatever she wants and never get out of shape. I'm fucking in my 40s, and if I eat like shit, it shows on me. How do I make this? How do I make her like a trade-off? Give me some advice here.
I told her it's gonna catch up.
Well, yeah, it's not that it's gonna catch up. So she's never gonna be a heavy set person.
Oh, mom's
she's
tiny.
She's
Yeah,
tiny.
right.
But it doesn't
I'm talking health.
But like size doesn't mean health. That's what I'm trying to say.
I agree.
Size doesn't mean health.
I agree.
Like,
But she don't care about health. She cares how she
and
looks.
like I tell you,
She only cares about how she
I know,
looks.
but like I tell you this all the fucking time.
Yeah.
The body came before the mind.
Right.
You want the mind to work, get the body moving, and the mind will follow.
Right.
You know, like she will feel so much better, just herself, not even the way she looks, because obviously you don't have to worry about.
She was an athlete, and
But I'm
was
saying she'll
pretty good.
feel better.
Right.
She'll just feel better.
She won't do it
you
though.
know?
Can't get her to do it. Cannot get her. She'll like go biking with me, but we got to go biking to bars. We got to do a. You know what I mean? I'm
Hey,
like,
well then I guess that's what you do. You have to have a carrot on the end of a stick. You know what I mean?
yeah. So
I believe that would change with her.
you think it'll change?
She'll realize it. I'm telling you, she will.
She's a good girl,
She's
man.
young
I'm not
still.
talking, talking shit.
Yeah,
or whatever,
no, not at all. I know she's awesome. Actually, she's a great human, right? But she will evolve to that.
You
she's
think?
in
I
that-
don't think it'll ever happen.
I do because she's in this crazy stage right now. 33, like that was my crazy stage.
Not really crazy. She just has no
No,
desire.
but I wanted to go out all
like
the time. That's
hiking
what I
and
meant.
hiking
I
and
wanted to go out
hiking and
all the
biking
time.
are the best I can get.
Oh, I love it.
That's it. I can get her to go hiking and biking.
Well,
That's
me
it.
too.
Hiking. I
For
want to go to. I
exercise.
want to hike that Mount Tammany. You ever hear that? Mount Tammany. It's
Let's
called
go.
the Red Dot Trail.
Let's go.
I really want to do
I'm
that.
with you.
Where is it?
It's like North Jersey.
Oh,
Oh,
North
is it?
Jersey. Yeah.
I didn't even know we had. I've done Bear Mountain, which is in
Yeah.
New York, right on the border.
It's
Kinda.
like on the border, I believe, New Jersey and Pennsylvania, or maybe New Jersey, New York.
Let's
One
do
of
it.
them,
I'll
yeah.
do that. Let's set up like a fucking boys trip.
do.
I'll take a day off work. We'll
I
go.
would definitely go.
Neither one
I'm
of you.
all about
neither
that.
one of you fuckers work, so we'll just.
I will
I'll-
definitely
I'll
go.
take a day off. You guys just do what you normally do.
But I train every day. I
know
don't
you
miss.
do.
I don't
I
miss.
know you
bro.
do. I know.
I got big things for the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you talk about any of it?
They say not to, right? But
Wait,
like
whoa.
You
Who's
got.
they? Who's they?
they say, don't put your shit out there,
They.
right?
Oh, okay.
As soon as it's when it happens, then you do it, right?
Right.
Then you put it out there because it's already done, it's accomplished, it's working. But yeah, no, with the medical marijuana industry and all this opening up, like yes, there will be something in the future, right? I'm working on evolving because I'm a big advocate about that. I was on opiates for fucking 7 years of my life, so therefore I don't want anybody ever on that in their life.
So
Not to bring up anything bad, but you were there for that, right? You came. We did. I know.
No, but he was supposed
Oh,
to.
you didn't?
He
You
was
were-
supposed to. He wasn't in town.
we
When
did,
was this?
When
We
you
were
were
supposed to
when
go.
you were living with Derek. Wewhat year would it have been? We've talked about this before on the show, but anybody that hasn't heard it, we did Jesse had
Intervention.
we did a little intervention with
No,
Jesse.
I was.
I thought you were
around
there.
at the time. I know that because everybody showed up and he's like, "Yo, you couldn't make it for the time because you weren't around at the time."
You were training.
Yeah.
You were training.
No. So there was something that happened. Derek told me, but yeah. Everybody showed up. It was just like that was a moment of realization for me that it was an issue. Then it took me a little bit to quit from there. But then I did a cold turkey myself, right? Because like you have to sign up to rehabs, and
But
everybody.
you know
wanted
that
me to
we
go to a
we
rehab.
called around and we
Yo,
it's so
everybody
hard,
wanted me to go to
so
rehab.
hard to get somebody in need services they need.
couldn't.
It's sad. It's sad.
You couldn't for
sad.
like
We-
at least
we-
a couple months.
Right. We couldn't. no, I forget the time frame is, but nobody would take you that night. Nobody
Nope.
would take you at any near time in the future. So we basically babysat you.
Yep.
Essentially. You know
2
what I
to
mean?
3 months, yeah. And then like we did that, right? And my ups and downs and like whatever the case may be, I quit.
You did.
And then it's been almost 10 years. So it's
Extremely,
like, yeah.
extremely
Do
proud
you
of
think?
Will.
Do you think that marijuana helps you?
Oh, bro.
Yeah, because it's kind of crazy. Because I know
Everybody needs a
listen, I
niche.
know people that are in NA, and what they say in NA you can't. And I don't know what the right way is.
They say
I
you
don't
can't
know
do
what the right
anything,
way is.
Like,
you know?
I think that's bullshit.
They say you
actually.
can't do anything, but the people that I know that got off of it, they smoke weed. You know what I mean? That's like their thing now. And I
Yeah,
think it's better to
edible,
be
smoke some weed.
Yeah, it's better to be on that than the other stuff. You know?
Medicine, bro. Let's be
Bro, that
honest.
makes me
It's
the
medicine.
most peaceful person I've ever
medicine.
been.
Yeah.
I have conversations with myself at the end of the night when I smoke, right? And I'm like, what could you?
Did he just have conversations with myself?
What could I have done better? What did I do good today? How do I evolve? And I think about these questions, right? And that's what comes to my mind. And I'm like, all right, well, you kind of dick to that person, right? You could have definitely not have been like that. And like, I replayed the whole thing, right? In such a peaceful state of mind. And would I ever skydive high? Absolutely not. I'd be terrified.
I think that's helped you a lot too.
I would be terrified.
Finding that release for adrenaline has helped you tremendously.
So I do that sober, and that's my release, right? But then in the night, I like to fucking smoke. But would I ever do smoking? I would never skydive high. I couldn't.
Why drink and drive when you could smoke and fly?
Hey,
I would not smoke and fly.
Guess where he heard that quote?
I don't even know.
Guess where he heard that quote?
On a drop zone.
At the drop zone, yeah.
Oh, you did? That was your story.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Is that crazy how like
18 years old.
some things
17
in your life
17.
you'll just never forget? Like you'll never forget that quote. It just stuck for some
That's
reason.
what I was saying before. How like, man, I forgot so many fucking memories. Like, but some things you just remember.
Clear, just so clear. Yeah. I think that's the way with everybody.
Yeah.
What do they call that? Your cognitive long-term memory, right? Some things that just dig in and
always
stick.
stick.
Yeah.
I have those.
Yep.
I can remember back to like probably 3 to 4
What's
years
your
old.
youngest? My youngest memory is probably 5.
Mine's right around there. Honestly, I say 3 to 4, probably around 5.
What is it? Do you remember the memory?
I got rollerblades for when I was in
I remember being
California.
sick as a kid on Christmas. Really
Yeah.
sick. And I was in this house that I lived in, and I couldn't have been more than 5 or 6.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah. I don't really
Like I remember being at my grandma's for Christmas, and I remember one time my cousin came in. I had to be 5 or 6. My cousin came in the door, and I opened the door really hard, and I ripped his toenail off his foot on Christmas Eve.
Damn, that fucking
The
hurts.
whole toenail?
Yeah,
Bro.
yeah.
Yeah, that hurts.
How'd you do that?
His toe got stuck under the door.
And you just,
And I
ripped it open?
Yeah, well, I didn't know what I was doing.
Oh, God. That's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Oh shit. So spiritually, we've dug into a little bit about your beliefs. Always
Yeah,
interesting. I'm sure we could go for hours on this.
We definitely
Personally, what do you see in your life? I mean, you see yourself getting married, settling down with a young lady, having children. What do you see in your future? Or does any of that even appeal to
So
you?
I've been talking to a girl for a couple months now, right?
Oh, the same girl?
Yeah.
Mm.
She asked me that recently. I'm like, we're flowing with life. There's no label. We're not doing anything of that nature.
Down with that.
We're gonna flow with life, and we'll see where it takes us. Right?
How old is this lady?
27.
Mm.
Yeah, 27, 28, somewhere right around there.
Mhm.
But
Young-
yeah, she
young
asked me
girls
that
keep you
question,
young.
right? And I'm like, let's just flow with it. Let's not label anything. Let's just have fun with
agree with
life,
that.
right? I'm not talking to anybody. You're not talking to anybody else like that. Who cares?
Yeah,
What's the
tradition-
point?
does-
No, but
Of a
I
label.
think what you were asking is like, what do you see your future as? No.
Well,
Oh, my future?
You're
I think
you're
everything's
just
about
giving
to
me
change.
the here and now. What
No,
do you
everything's
want?
gonna change.
No,
Everything's gonna
no,
change.
No, not for like
spiritually.
society and
Personally.
You for
Do you want
what
children?
Do you
want to settle down? Do you want to get married?
I did. I thought I did.
No,
You're
you
so
don't.
good with kids, bro. Does that interest you on your own? Like my kids adore you.
I know.
Your Uncle Jesse.
I
you know?
do, and I think that will come in the future after the transformation.
Right.
I prayed upon it. I'm like, am I? I'm like, probably after the transformation. I think.
Stop coming inside yourself and coming a girl. Then.
No, I stopped doing that. I did.
Internalizing, you did?
No, I do that once in a while.
Started
but I
tasting
s-
bad.
Yeah, no.
Started burping it up.
I started getting like massive blue balls once in a while, and I'm like, I don't like that.
Yeah, I just seen something like, is blue balls real or not?
Oh, it's real.
Didn't you see that on Barstool?
Yeah,
They're
that's
like,
the
said,
girl.
no, it was
Like,
just an excuse for to
high school boys
yeah,
made it up.
yeah,
so you would jerk them off.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit.
Yeah.
Bullshit. That shit is.
I don't know if it is
I
or
don't
not.
know,
Because when
man.
I was in high school, I felt like, because I heard the expression, I felt like I was getting blue balls, but I also wanted to get laid really, really
Yeah,
bad.
Yeah, it's called just
So,
a really fucking.
Yeah, so I don't know about now. I don't know. I don't think I believe in it. Yeah.
Oh man, I do.
You think so? You think you get all backed up?
I did. And I felt it. I had like this little pressure in my right ball for a little bit. And like, yeah, to be real, I did. I'm like, what is that? So I stopped doing that.
Just
right?
your right
Listen,
ball?
when so then the first time you let it rip, was it fucking impressive?
Of course it was impressive. Because it was so long.
That's
it
what I'm
built
saying.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some Peter North shit.
Like, I feel like I don't go very long.
I
I
don't
don't
even-
go very
I do-
long. But if
I-
I do go long, I'm always like, damn, I needed that. You know what I'm
Proud-
saying?
you proud of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't jerk off though.
You don't.
No.
Well, is that something new? Because you did. You used to tell me you just jerk off.
Well, yeah.
You'd call me late at
Did you
night.
ever see the movie
You'd
Big
call me
Hit?
late.
The Big Hit.
Yeah, of
With,
course.
Marky Mark and
that's an old school
Yo,
movie.
hell yeah, did you ever see that?
breakdance shooting people.
With the guy, that played, I don't know, the black guy. The boy, he started jerking off.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. He used to fuck. He loved fucking. He discovered jerking off, and he doesn't need girls no more. Now he jerks off. You don't remember? Did you see that movie?
Was it? No, I don't think I saw that. Remember Basketball
It's like
Diaries?
such a
For a
bad
while.
movie.
Basketball
La Bamba's in it.
Diaries?
La Bamba's in it.
Where he talks about
You
like,
thought it was a bad movie?
jerked off 13 times.
No, it's
that
like
day or
it's like
something?
it's what it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be like a very it's like such a
not-
far-fetched
yeah,
movie,
I
but it's
like
not a
that.
serious movie.
Yeah,
No,
I like it.
I liked it.
So you think jerking off's a bad thing? I think jerking off saves relationships.
No, I think
Instead of
jerking off-
cheating, you should
jerking
just
off
go
to
and-
porn is bad.
Oh, I agree
think
to that.
jerking
We talked
off-
about that a lot.
yes.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily disagree with that.
I think because I haven't watched porn.
Using your
I think. Listen, I
imagination.
just think this like everything. Some people could do drugs occasionally. Porn is kind of like a drug, bro. There's some people that just can't control.
I got a problem with it.
You know?
Definitely.
Oh, don't, most humans do, not just you. Most.
It's not real, bro.
I agree.
It's just
I
that we're
admit
not
it.
supposed to
It's a
have.
fake
It's not
fantasy
supposed to, we're not
world.
supposed to have the access to it.
I admit it. Oh, but I still have
Yeah.
a problem with
Yeah,
it.
I'm not
But-
saying.
And then on the flip side, right? Most of them are human trafficked. Fun facts.
Wait, what?
Who? What?
Fun facts. Most of them are
The
human
girls?
Oh,
trafficked.
you're telling me
No way.
fucking.
No
Yes.
way.
Come on, spit
No,
some names.
Not
Spit some
the,
names.
Not
No
the
way.
porn star names.
Oh.
I'm talking about the other ones that are on the fucking Pornhub and all that.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Those
They're
are
porn
porn
stars.
No, not all of them are. They're mostly human
No.
trafficked. Oh,
They would.
Watch.
There would be charges, bro. They.
How are
They
they
have
human
to-
trafficked?
they have to-
Explain.
they all have to
Explain
sign-
how are they human trafficked?
all have to
They're
sign
usually- they're usually
waivers and
American.
shit.
yes,
They're
of
usually
course
American.
they would. But they've been human trafficked.
You think they're
They've
being
hustled?
forced to
They've
sign
been
those?
hustled, you mean?
Yeah.
Hustled. Not
Yeah.
human traffic. Like, yo,
No,
we're going
no.
to pay you to
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
suck this
Human
dude off.
traffic.
No question that they target certain girls that have daddy issues. No
Yeah,
question.
yeah.
But
So,
they still are adults that sign
And
their
it's
name.
consenting and they get
Yes,
paid for it.
agreed.
They get paid for it.
Yeah, because
So that's
they're
not
so accustomed to it nowadays.
Yeah, I would
It's
agree
like,
with
yeah,
that. They're
it's-
easily persuaded, but
Yeah.
they're not trafficked.
But
Right.
they are, though, in the beginning.
Maybe
And that's how they end up where they're at.
I don't know.
And that's what I got to in the conspiracy side. They talk all about it. That's why that's why they'll all go down. And like when I found that out,
They are going down.
I know. But no, like, oh God. Well, I found that out 2.5 years ago when this first happened. I'm like, all right, I'm done with porn then. That's what
You've been
stopped
done with
it.
porn for 2.5 years.
Yeah,
I probably
100%.
swore it off
Maybe.
in here
All right,
what,
so I'll
6
admit
months
it.
ago, and I dabble a little bit still. I don't look at it like I used to, but I still like
It's okay.
because I don't
You're
want
making
to
a
I don't want to
transition.
like do something stupid. So I'll just be like, I'll just go jerk off. You know,
Yeah,
I don't
I
want to
get it.
fucking jeopardize something that's good to.
Of course
You know
not.
what I mean? Dudes are simple, bro. We're fucking simple-minded creatures. Like
Are we,
feed
though?
us, fucking jerk us off once in a while, and we're pretty fucking.
Feed us and
happy.
fuck.
Feed
Never
us, fuck us.
let a
I
man
like,
leave.
I like a deep conversation though with a female. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I want a deep conversation. I want
Roger
to dive
said,
deep
"Eh."
into life. I do.
Yeah, when I
With
say
the
the thing,
sexual
never
side.
let a man leave the house with his nuts full and his belly empty.
That's good. That's good. That's a good way. We're simple, bro. We really are.
I am a simple being,
We're
bro.
simple, bro. We're simple.
I don't even
beings.
need that good of a meal.
Yeah, no.
For real. I'm not a big eater.
You're not.
Yeah, me am I. I get it.
Doesn't cost a lot to feed you.
Let me tell you my nuts, though. Tell you about my nuts, though. So, no kids in the near future.
I don't know. I'm not opposed to it. I'm not.
Yeah, but I have friends that, like Max, mutual friend of ours. He says it all the time. Like, if I was with a girl and she really, really wanted one, I'd give her one. Bro, it don't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Like,
What do you mean? What do you mean don't work like I mean, how does it work? What do you mean?
if you're gonna be with the
You're saying
girl and
you need
in
to
your
want
kid's
that.
life,
Yeah.
you better want that fucking
Yeah,
kid.
but a lot of times that happens. Guys, especially, right? Where you're probably like, if you want one, I'll give you one. And the kid's born, you're like, holy fuck, it's my kid.
Yeah.
You probably jump in a little more.
I guess.
Women definitely.
Yeah.
Because they have that maternity fucking button.
Right.
Guys are a little fucked up, but I mean, for me, you see your kid, you're like, holy, it's your fucking
I
kid. bro.
guess. I guess so. I don't know. It's a tough one for me because I'm pretty obsessed with my kids. But
That's
I mean,
what I'm
I just
saying.
can't imagine.
I think most people are, bro.
Yeah.
I mean,
So do I.
well,
So
maybe
most parents I
maybe
know
that's just
are.
us because we are and we think that way.
Right,
That's how, you know what I
right,
mean. That's
yeah.
how the
I guess
outlook
so.
we have. But
I was never of the mindset ever, even if when I was in my fuck around days and smashing chicks days. I was never like, if a girl said to me she really wants a kid, give me a kid. I would never be like, yeah, I'll give you a kid. I would no fucking way, bro, because
No,
yeah,
Too
dating.
responsible.
He was saying dating wise, right? No,
what I'm saying.
that's
Dating.
just a random girl saying, "Give me a kid," right?
No, I'm saying like you're
Yeah.
like you're dating, or not like a
That's what I
random,
meant.
not like
Yeah.
a random. You know
Yeah.
that I'm saying if you're dating with someone, your girl's like, yeah, I want to have a kid. Like, yeah,
If I was feeling her, yeah. I like to pass my seed off. Yeah.
I feel you got knowledge to fucking share. No,
Yeah.
I think you'd be a great
100%.
dad, bro. But don't do it unless you're ready for it. But I think you'd be a great dad, man.
I think it's
really
going to
do.
happen after the transition.
it's crazy being a fucking dad, bro.
Yeah,
It is, right?
It's not easy. It's not crazy.
it is. But it's the one thing so far in my life that I feel like I haven't fucked up, and I've done pretty well so far.
I don't
Oh,
know
you
about
do.
that.
You do a good
I don't
job.
You know
know
what I
about
mean?
that. For myself. I'm talking about you.
I'm like, really?
I mean, you know what? I think being a parent is part of fucking up is part of it.
No,
Learning.
no.
I'm a better dad at 40 than I was at fucking 30.
Sure.
you know?
I'm not saying I'm.
'Cause you're evolving.
I'm not
Well,
saying
I'm just
I'm not
patience,
saying
all that
I'm
stuff, you know?
perfect. I'm saying that they'll.
I know what you're
they're,
saying, yeah.
They're.
I don't think- listen,
they're
as
my
long-
priority always.
Well, yeah,
You know what I
but
mean?
as long as you keep that in
Right.
order and you love your kids, then you
right,
can't fuck
right,
up.
right.
You know,
I-
you
in
may,
no-
you may not do things the best
in
way.
no
but
way
you
was
can't
I
fuck
trying
up.
to imply that I'm a perfect dad. I'm definitely not.
Nobody's perfect in life.
I'm just saying that they'll if I have 100 options and one of them is to hang out with my kids, it's going to be that. You know what I mean? So,
You've always chose that since
Yeah.
I've known you. Since you had the kids, that's been your number one option, right? You too, but it's just, but that you made them. It changes every person that every.
they
so I
drive
don't
me
have a
fucking
kid,
nuts,
right?
but I still love them to death.
But everybody I know that has a kid, they're like, yo, it's something I can't even explain.
Mm-hmm.
This unconditional love towards this other human that I created, right?
You couldn't. You couldn't.
You can't explain it.
People try,
And
but
everybody tries to explain
you just
it, right?
you essentially you stop living for you and you start living for them. You know what I mean? That's the
Agreed.
best way I can put it. Like you no longer put yourself first. You know what I mean?
It's like, yo, you get up on a Saturday morning. When you wake up in the morning, you're like, what do I want to do today? I don't say that no more.
You already know what you're doing for the day. Yeah.
There's no what do well, I guess that's stopped when you get married a little bit, but not even when you get married. Because even when you get married, you could say, what do I want to do today? Because you only have one person to run it. To you know, when your kids, like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
They take everything over.
What is your favorite thing? My favorite thing is it could be the littlest thing. Just taking them to a new location. For example, Caddis Island. That one trail.
was epic.
One trail we walked down, and we've done Caddis Island 100 times. We'd never done that one trail. So just them seeing new shit that they have. I love seeing their little eyes, like fucking, you know, like new shit. That's my
favorite thing. Is
You're
my
right.
kids together. When I see them
Playing
doing
together?
stuff together. Nah, it's, you know, like, they're all different. Like, anything.
Right.
Doing anything together. Like, if my older boys help my little daughter or something like that, that's just,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
that's what gets me off, you know.
Mine aren't
I'm
so
with
good
you
at
on
that. mine don't really.
No, they are.
They fight pretty
I
bad.
see.
but,
But I see them together.
You know,
No, my kids. That's what
when
I'm saying. That's what I mean, though.
when-
My kids fight like fucking cats and dogs.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like,
But
when they're hanging out together, it's cool.
I literally get teary eyed, bro. When I finally snap on I don't snap on my kids much, but once in a while, like I snap. I'll raise my voice, say, "Go in your rooms, get in your rooms, whatever." Because they need it. Like my mother would have snapped 100 times before I snap on my kids. It would have been, 4 hours before. But at some point when they're being really bad, I'll snap and tell them to get in their rooms or whatever. I'll hear them. I'll stay out on the couch or whatever, and I'll hear like a door open. I'll hear like a little whispering, and I'm like, holy fuck, these fucking guys, they've been fighting all day. Now they're getting along,
Yeah.
Melania will sneak over into Grayson's room and they'll write, "I'm sorry, Daddy. We'll be better." No, and they'll slide it under the door, knock on the door. That melts my fucking heart.
Hell yeah. Like,
Because
dude,
now
like-
they're together. And now they're working as a team, and now they're getting along.
yeah,
and
shit
now
like
they know
that.
they
It's
messed up, bro.
Agreed.
It
That's
melts
like
my heart,
Tino.
bro.
Tino fucking terrorizes everybody. Terrorizes Valentina. He'll get in trouble. But get in your room, bro. I don't yell ever. I don't yell ever. Get in your damn room. And then they'll be like, "Can you come out? He didn't mean it." I'm like, "What the fuck you mean? You're the one crying." You know?
No.
They'll cover for him.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
that's cool,
yeah,
man.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
cool.
Because that's unconditional love, right? And like when you're brothers and sisters and all that, you're gonna beef.
Right.
And what I did with my brothers my entire life.
Yeah.
We fought every time.
That's what I tell, because
what
Tino
it
and
is.
Frankie, like, they're only 16 months apart. You know, they're close. But Frankie's 5'2", 5'3", 140 pounds. Tino's fucking 4'3", friggin' 70 pounds. You know what I mean? So like, they're different kids right now, mentally, physically, everything.
Right.
But yeah, they go at it, dude, so much. But I
Do they
know
really?
eventually, yeah. But I know eventually they're
That's how I
gonna.
used to
Eventually,
be.
I'm like, dude, you guys are gonna be buddies. Like, just wait, you guys. Are gonna
I
be
used to
buddies.
be like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, my sister and I
all the
were
time.
horrible. We're like legendary back where I grew up. Everybody's like, "Oh, nobody fights like Krista and Roger," because we fought. We're best friends now, but my kids don't. I think we were worse than my kids. But like, I try to tell them all the time, like you're so lucky to have each other. You don't understand. Like, God forbid anything happened to each other, you'd miss each other so much. Like, appreciate the time you got. They don't. They still fight like cats and dogs. But I try to make them understand that
They will, though.
They will.
Eventually. Yeah.
They
You're
do love each
100%
other.
right.
There's no question. They love each other. But
And I always tell my kids this. I'm like, only you three together know what it's like to grow up with me and mom. You're the only people that had the same experiences that you had. No one else in the world has these experiences that you have.
Yep.
Deal with a crazy fucking dad and a crazy mom. You know what I'm saying?
But they believe in God though, and like that's the other
for
thing,
sure,
right?
for
So it's
sure.
like they have that spiritual aspect behind them, and that's what got me through a lot of things in life.
Right.
Is that spiritual side, right? Knowing it's so much more than what we think it is.
Yeah, I don't see how anybody could see the negative in that. I don't.
No, me either. That's what got me through so much shit in life. I swear on everything.
I saw today on the news.
Just that
Again,
belief.
I don't want to really talk about the news, but I just saw, how anybody, whether you agree with the Bible or not, you can't argue that it's full of there's some good values to be drawn from it, right? I'm
Agreed.
sure you could argue there's some negative too, but it was at one of these abortion rallies or whatever.
Of course, I knew
They
that.
took it from a guy that was there, obviously preaching about pro-life and all, and they took it away from him and they kicked it around the ground. Then they took it in a porta potty and threw it in the thing, and like that is just it's just sad what people
Dude,
do
I just
now.
seen people like saying, like, you see that? I don't know. Listen, this whole like pro-life, pro stuff, like I'm seeing like a mom like, I could have killed you. I didn't kill you. I could have killed you. Like, what? They're fucking evil people. And listen,
evil, bro.
this is
Just
how I
evil.
feel. This is how I feel. Whatever. Not that anybody's asking, but I personally am pro-life, and men can get pregnant, so I'm pro-life. Okay, all right. That's what I'm saying. But I'm anti-fucking government for sure.
Sure.
Okay, and I don't think the government should be able to tell anybody what to do. That's the only thing. That's what I
Agreed.
come to.
We're on
I'm
the
actually
same-
with you on that.
But I'm also on this fence where, dude.
But the government
after
didn't. The government kicked
right,
it back
right,
to the
I know,
states.
but I'm
So
saying
it kicked it
whatever.
back to your
Kind of,
constituents
yeah,
of the
kind of,
of the state.
yeah,
you're in.
whatever. But the state, I'm saying the state shouldn't be able to tell you what to do either.
It's the,
I
supposed
understand how
to
that
be
works.
the
I understand how
voters.
that works. But I'm saying
Right.
I'm like that. I don't want to say I'm like anarchist or whatever, but I'm less. I'm
with
not
you.
big government.
I understand
you know
what
what I
you're saying.
I'm with you on that.
But there should be a fucking limit on when you could do it too.
No
That's all I
question.
say.
Well,
So
and you know,
I
a lot of
was
people
told
don't
by
know.
a girl
but a lot
12
of
weeks.
I know. 12
is
weeks.
the, is the max,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I believe in that.
Yeah. Okay. So listen, and now, I seen people like, oh, like the Statue of Liberty. Fuck you. I'm going back home. Someone's like, oh, well, France, it's illegal to have fucking abortions after 14 weeks in France. It's like, what are you bitching about? Like everywhere these fucking people are bitching about. Like you can't even have these fucking abortions anywhere else.
First of all,
we're one of 3 countries that allow you to have abortion that late.
Yeah.
That late. That's like,
And
what the
that's
fuck
kinda
are you
crazy
talking about?
though, because the baby's actually alive in there.
Yeah,
When
like
it goes that
yeah.
far.
So again,
there's a very-
I just don't think the government should tell anybody what to do with
Sure.
with anything.
Most
Frankie, I'm
people
with
don't
you.
even understand. They just think that it's been completely outlawed.
eradicated.
They don't
Yeah,
even
yeah,
get
yeah,
it. They
yeah,
don't understand
right.
that it literally is. Roe versus Wade wasn't actually overturned. It was another case that was brought in front of them where it contradicted Roe versus Wade. Anyway, long story short, most people don't even understand that. Most of the people at these rallies that are the most outspoken, especially, don't understand that. But it kicks the power back to the states, and it's supposed to be the voters are supposed to have the say, right? Whether that. So let's just say New Jersey outlawed it, right? No, you could go to another state, you could still get an abortion, and again, the counter argument a lot of the times from that side of the aisle is. What about rape? What about
Bro, but it's such a small-
Well, that's a different
but
scenario. I'm with you.
wait. What about if there's a birth defect and it's found out late? There is no doctor ever that would deny terminating a pregnancy if there was an issue with the mother's health or with the baby's health. And that falls into a
though, I
whole
seen something
separate
like this, and
criteria.
I did see something.
They try to lump it in with.
I seen something where, and again, like this is a little close to home because my aunt has Down syndrome, I have a cousin that has Down syndrome, and I seen something where someone said that it was a mom said, I hate that all these abortionists keep bringing up, what if someone has Down syndrome? You can't. It's like, yo, my kid. I'm glad my kid's alive. He matters. You know what I mean? They're you know. That's what we say. My aunt had Down syndrome, pretty bad. Like, have a hard time.
Let me ask
but like,
you a
yo,
question.
she doesn't know. She's fucking. She's happy. She's a happy life.
Let me ask you a question. And I'll just phrase it like this: like, if you knew and you had an early test and you knew your child was going to have Down syndrome, which that test exists, and you didn't have the financial ability or the dissidence to be able to handle that, would you be okay with that person in the time frame saying, okay, this is more than I can handle?
Listen,
this is more.
Would I be okay with it? No, but I'm not the one that has to deal with.
Correct.
And they're go to bed at night
and
talking to God at night.
Are the special circumstances there where you could understand why they would?
I'm just saying.
I'm a little on the fence.
I'm
a little on the fence.
Yeah,
there.
I'm a little on the fence too. But
Yeah.
I do understand. Like to my thing is this. Like I said, I'm pro-life. If you want to say that, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think governments have anything to do with it. And like these people, like, yo, if say they want to, they have to deal with themselves. They have to look at themselves in the mirror. I'm not like that's bad enough. Looking themselves in the mirror and doing and deciding to do that. That's bad enough. So like,
you also have to atone for your sins. You know, at
that's
pearly
what I mean.
gates, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
You know, and
So again, we're right on the same page. It's I say it all the time. It's not the hill I'm going to die on. It's not something I weigh in because I don't believe that big government should be controlling people's personal lives. There are other things that are more important to me.
But there has to be a limit
than
though,
that.
too.
But I definitely agree that there has to be a limit.
Yeah.
Like and it all comes down to the definition of where does life begin. That's where it comes down.
Yeah,
For me,
well,
I would
to a
say
degree,
I think it's the heartbeat. And most of the people on the
it kind of
other
makes sense. Yeah.
other side of the
Listen to
aisle
this.
say it's when it's out of the mother breathing
I know,
on its own.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. I mean,
It
you
is.
look at these babies in there at 8 months. They look like fucking babies.
Yeah.
And not for nothing, like, yo, if I'm on a hospital bed, right? What constitutes me being dead?
Heartbeat.
Heartbeat. So as soon as my heartbeat dies, I'm dead. You know, but you know, so I don't know.
We're on the
Again,
same page, but
yeah.
again,
it's a
it's
tough
a tough
situation.
one for me because of the government involvement, and it's a tough one. So I don't weigh in really heavy. I get a kick out of a lot of these. Not a kick. It's sad actually. You know, these people at these rallies that you hear them speak, and you're like, you're there, and you're so passionate about this, yet you have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, people
You know?
just like to watch the world burn, right?
Right, they do.
As they say.
Anarchist.
Yep.
In a bad way, though. The
Yeah.
one that hate everybody. They want to see the world burn. They want to see evil take
I don't
over.
think anarchist is the wrong word for
You're
it.
right. Yeah, I shouldn't say that because
No.
like it's against the government, right?
Yeah, anarchist is just anti-government.
I'm against
you
the government.
To a degree.
the
To
It's a
guy-
dark
degree.
entity.
We
It's a dark
you know.
entity.
And listen, our government's still, I think, the best there is, right? I mean,
Yeah, I
don't
mean,
know.
arguably, but sure, I still think that I'm deeply still proud to be an American. So I'm, you know, I just think that it's getting worse. The government's getting bigger, and it's getting worse.
Well, that's what's about to be exposed, right?
Right,
And
right.
that's why Trump came into office. I don't want to get into that, but like that's really the deeper root to it. I know. Nobody likes to hear that. Nobody likes to hear that. I know. I get it.
Billy, whatever the fuck his name is, the lead singer of Green Day. There,
oh God,
he was.
Oh,
he was
denouncing America.
that's something. Yeah,
Yeah.
I denounce my citizenship.
Then
This-
don't come back, bro.
I know, but that's like another thing.
Because you sold your
that's
soul
another
to the
thing
devil.
too. Like, listen, I can get a woman being really upset about this whole abortion thing because it's their bodies. But like a man, it's
Agreed.
like you can't have. It's like, bro, you're like fighting to kill something. Like, listen, I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't have a voice in this at all. I don't know.
Yeah.
No,
You know?
maybe he shouldn't either.
Okay, so
That's what I'm saying.
how do you feel about this? Give you like an extreme scenario or whatever, but
Let's
just
go.
because we're talking, so if women have the ability to make that choice, right, whether they want to abort a child or not, do men have the right to make the decision whether they want to pay child support or not? If they don't want to have a child and the woman chooses
I get
to
your
because it's
point of
her
view.
body, her choice, is the man financially responsible for the rest of that child's life?
I'm sure that's gonna come up, bro.
You know?
Yeah, I mean,
I
I'm
mean,
sure.
it
I'm
has
sure. I'm
to.
sure it has come up.
It's just a question. I'm not weighing in.
I
on it.
wanted to
What-
abort this fucking
what-
kid.
what-
I ain't paying nothing.
What do you think? Do you think that if a man has no say, which
It
is
goes
essentially
50,
what they're
it's
saying?
50-50.
What do you mean 50? Oh, so
He's
explain it.
saying the man should pay 50-50, right?
No, I don't even know. That's
That's
tough.
tough. You're right. That is
So
tough.
you make it
question.
personal. This girl that you're seeing, right?
Yeah.
She gets pregnant. You're like, listen, I wasn't prepared for this. You know, we're only at
she wanted to have
we're only at the 5 week mark. She
You wanna
just
know my
got the
thoughts?
test. I'm not prepared for this, and she's like, fuck you, Jesse, I'm going off on my own and I'm having this kid. You're going to be paying child support.
I would support her.
Yes.
You would.
No, he would, but he should be. He should.
Right.
I would.
Because like
he's responsible.
Because if you really didn't want to have a fucking kid, you should have internalized or work on.
That's kind of where I was going with this. I was going to see. Yeah,
agreed.
That's kind of have responsible sex.
Well, have a vasectomy myself, right? And then
wait, did he say I'm having sex with myself?
But it would go.
Vasectomy.
It would go.
Vasectomy.
Have a vasectomy myself, right? And then like that way I can't get a girl pregnant.
Yeah.
You would do that?
Yeah, I mean, but like.
Well, you're saying. Yeah, well, I've heard. Actually, I heard Plan B is like getting sold out like crazy.
Oh, I
can't
believe
get
it.
them. But people are fucking so dumb, bro. It's probably people in New Jersey. Oh, go get Plan B.
It's
Go get it, motherfucker. You get fucking abortions anytime.
So right, what's the news putting out there? Everything we're talking about, everything.
Yeah.
Why? It's their own fucking motives, right? So like now, what Ukraine and Russia's done with. So we're going to talk about this now?
Yeah, we haven't been hearing about them much.
No, but here's what I noticed, right? You still hear it in the news. It's still in the news. They still talk about anytime gas prices come up, that's what they'll go to. It's the war in Ukraine. It's the war in Ukraine.
Yeah.
When's the last time you saw footage of any fighting in Ukraine? When's the last time?
Let me tell you some fun facts about that,
Because we were
right?
we were seeing footage for a while. We were seeing footage for a while of guys holding plastic fucking fake cutout guns. We were seeing footage of... I mean, the tanks.
But I did see.
When's the last one? So back to my question.
I did see news where it was actually a couple
footage
days ago.
of actual fighting.
Not footage. It was just a news story of supposedly Russia bombed a civilian mall.
I heard about that, but I don't believe it. You believe what the news is putting out there?
No, I don't watch it, bro.
Why is Biden supporting it? Why is Obama supporting it? Why is
it.
all this other people supporting it, right? So if the dark entities are supporting something, obviously there's something going on there. I don't even want to talk about this, but I might touch upon this for a second. Supposedly, do you want me to talk about it?
No, because it
might.
Listen, I wanted you to come in and speak spiritually, which you very much did.
Yes.
You start talking bad about this. If you're talking about the media,
It's
they control what we're doing, and it kills our fucking views
I don't
because
know, bro. It's not like you think they're listening. It's like no, they stopped. They fucking put the kibosh on us a while ago.
You don't think YouTube fucking?
Of course they monitor you guys.
They monitor us, yeah, but it's already done. It's monitored. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I don't want to get into it too much because that's a touchy subject, right? Because I don't believe in foreign war, right? We're in 2022. There should be no more war. We're playing out the dark entities games right now by still being in war.
Yeah,
we are, and talking about it, being about it. Pro-life, anti-life, pro-vax, anti-vax, like this whole fucking thing, right? Mm-hmm. It's to separate us. And it's whatever they want to talk about, their focal points is what we talk about.
Sure.
What happens in the news, right? They automatically post it that day. Mm-hmm. And then you see everybody else post the same thing that day.
But you wouldn't be so focused on the flip side of it, the good spiritual side of it, if that wasn't in the news. So it does parlay right into what you're...
Yeah, but it's calling out the bullshit, though.
Right, but I mean, it parlays what you're into is a direct descendant of what is the news is putting out.
Agreed, but it's not... It's a counter to it.
Sure, of course, but I'm saying you're into it because...
I kind of am, and it kind of sucks because like that's a bunch of bullshit. Right. But the news would be the last to go
What
down.
would your life be like if this... wasn't being projected upon us?
We're about to be on heaven on earth. Like 12 strands, like I talked about with you before, 12 strands of DNA in the human body, right? 2 strands are active, right? The scientist calls the other 10 strands junk DNA. God put junk DNA inside of us? I don't think so. I think we're evolving to this higher frequency of life, which Earth is transforming to, which we're transforming to, and as a collective, we're bringing heaven to Earth. Is what I believe.
I would love to believe that is true. I would love that's
I know,
all
a lot of people,
positivity. That's all.
A lot of people want.
Real quick before we close, can we talk about totally something different? Can we talk about your skydiving team fight for flight?
Oh yeah, let's go.
Can we talk about that and what that is and how people can reach out to you and just talk about what is team fight for flight? What is it?
So it's actually tough to get vets to go skydiving. Fun facts, right?
Really? Why? They don't want to? Vets are... They don't want to?
So some is the timing. The other is weather plays a lot, right? And people have another lifestyle and like jobs and other commitments, right? Some is... I think some don't want to. Yes. some lived out the crazy part of their life at the earlier stage of life. They don't want to play that out now because now they have kids and other things of that nature, which I realized.
But I mean, couldn't just some of it be that this is a relatively new thing that you've established?
It's a new thing.
It probably has not got the big voice out there yet. Where
and I don't raise money.
Right.
I don't ask for money. I
Right.
do it myself.
Correct.
Right. Some of my family have helped out. The T-shirts that I give you guys, right?
So
Stuff like that.
what is it though? So in case somebody is interested, what do you do for vets?
I'll take a veteran on a skydive, right? I'll take veterans actually, law enforcement, and people with mental disabilities.
That's right. Roger got in, right?
Yeah.
But you guys need to come out this year. So can I get a commitment?
We'd love to. I'll do it. You know, I'll do it.
I don't know.
I've
I'm
done it.
scared, bro.
Yo, can I get a
scared.
commitment?
I'm scared,
No,
bro.
you're
I'm scared.
not.
I'm
You two together for a podcast type of scenario.
This
right?
guy's jumped by himself, which they don't even
Bro, he's
allow
probably
anymore.
the most craziest person I know. So it's to
I did.
stop that.
I did his first skydive ever with him. You and I went together.
He's gonna tip the scales, all right?
I could get under 250 to go.
Let's go.
I could cut 5 pounds.
I'll
So
help
if
you
he
out.
cuts it,
Come to the sauna.
Yeah.
no, but for real, would you go together?
What do you mean together?
Yo, the same plane
yeah,
ride
yeah.
together.
Can I get stuck to him?
Can he sun his asshole on the way down? This
but
guy.
for
So
real.
this guy, maybe 2 years ago, he sent me a video of a cutaway, which doesn't happen often, right? A cutaway is when your main chute doesn't fully open and it gets entangled or whatever, and you have to do a cutaway, and you're totally 100% dependent on your backup chute, which isn't the same thing. It's a smaller chute, right? It's not as easy to fly, but anyway,
It's meant to open.
it's your only fail-safe option if your main chute fails. So it doesn't happen often to people, but it happened to Jesse a couple years ago. It just fucking happened to him again.
Again?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it.
Wait,
though.
what? I mean, you did it though.
I packed it. It was fucking my fault again. I don't know.
You know exactly what you did?
Yeah, kind of, because like I'm such OCD when I pack, right? And like if something's a little off, I play it in my mind. I'm like, oh, that was a little off, right? Your lines weren't super tight like they should be, right?
So do you do it over?
No, and I didn't. So what happened, right? This day, thank you for bringing that up. So the last time, my first cutaway, I packed it too quick, right? It takes me literally 15 minutes to pack. I packed it about 7 minutes, right? I rushed the pack job. That's why I cut away. So the second time this happened this year, only like a month or two ago, the winds picked up as I had my canopy over my, like I was middle of packing it, right? The winds picked up. It blew my canopy open for a second. And I kind of was like, oh, I'll just tuck it back in and make sure everything's good. And then I re-rolled everything, right? But I didn't go back through the whole process, which I should have. And I had to cut away. Well, a freak accident, actually. They look at the D and A lines. So people at Skydive will understand that. The D and A lines will wrap around one another, which caused my canopy, almost like a tension knot, to not open fully. It looked like a line over. So people at Skydive will know that. The other people...
So when you cut, it just goes.
You seen it.
It's just a...
It looks crazy. I'm spinning around
just,
like...
Now is this
instant.
thing... Is this... Oh, yeah. The what do they call that? A whip?
Bro, I was
Death
spinning...
roll.
You're literally
I
just
did
getting
it
whipped
5
around
360s.
violently. Like...
5 360s.
But
And
there's...
it's supposed to open on
You have
10.
you have like a quick pull away, right? That you pull and it
Yeah.
releases that
Right
chute.
side.
What has anybody in the history of skydiving ever pulled that wrongly? And
That's a good question.
I'm sure.
You know what I
Yes.
mean?
I'm
Yes.
sure they...
I remember when I did it, they were like, "This is your cut. This is your this
Yes.
is your second shoot. This is your cut." I don't remember what it
Right,
was.
left.
This is your cut. This is your second shoot. They don't fuck up because if you pull that out without it gets tangled.
Right, that's what I'm
like,
saying.
oh my god! So, I
can you
guarantee
pull,
people fuck.
is there a way to pull your reserve by accident
Yes,
before you pull
yes,
your main?
yes.
Then wouldn't that most definitely tangle?
So that'd be
Yes.
left, right. You have 2 out.
Yeah,
That's
but you
cool.
got to.
I would think
got
that's
two-
got to be like the
you got
number one
2
cause of
parachutes
death.
out. No, it's not actually. But you have 2 outs. So you have your main reserve out that's already fucked up, right? And you have a reserve out at the same time.
No, right?
And that's what it called a 2 out.
No, but what I'm saying is, and Frankie just answered it. Can you, without pulling your main, pull your reserve, grab the wrong thing by accident,
yes.
and
then
your
it gets
reserve
tangled,
deploys
yes.
and tangles with your main?
And you're dead.
No, because you
No.
have to pull your main.
there's no way.
You have to literally physically pull your main in order for a year to but
Oh, it won't work without
you
pulling.
could,
it. Okay.
but you could pull your
Bro, when
reserve
I did it though,
and could
you
pop
could.
out.
Yeah.
At least when I
you're
did
right.
it, I don't know. I knew they because they made sure. Like, listen, if it doesn't, you got to make sure you cut the first one before you pull it. Because if you pull this one,
You're right,
it's gonna
though.
get tangled on the other.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're right though. No, you are.
Yeah.
You are right.
Still that way?
It is still that
That's
way.
scary.
Yeah, that's scary.
But you have to pull your main out for that to happen.
Mm.
Or you go right to your reserve, which in like a freak accident, right? You maybe at 2,000 feet, the plane's going down, and you have to hop out real quick. You go right to a reserve.
Oh, so it will deploy without a problem on your reserve.
It's made to deploy.
Okay.
It takes an hour to do.
What do you mean an hour?
So your
pack it.
reserve takes an hour to pack up. It has a spring system in it. It's made to open perfectly on heading.
Oh, okay.
Fail safe.
Yeah,
Spring system, really?
bro, it's made to open
Wow.
for worst case scenarios.
Gotcha.
And then your shit has a computer system in it. All of them do now.
So if you go per
So 750
feet,
feet, you knocked out in the air, right? It
It's gone.
automatically opens up for yourself.
So
that's cool.
a lot of crazy fucks start with skydiving, right? And then they'll go to base jumping, and then they'll graduate to wingsuits. And
Yeah, but a
does
lot
that
of people-
does that interest you?
a lot of people are dying from base.
Oh, tons of people are dying, bro.
Especially
tons,
from
bro.
base.
Base jumping, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot. Actually, I have a friend recently. He passed away from base. It was a freak accident. So they were on I think it was an antenna, right? They climbed over the antenna. They were about to jump, right? They had it hooked up to the back of them, where it automatically will pull your parachute out for you. So when he climbed back over, they think he wrapped his bridle around his leg. So when he went to go jump, right, it pulled here instead of pulling his parachute out. And then my boy seen him on the ground collapse, done.
Oof.
Yeah. But
So
base jumping, you have no reserve.
Does it interest you or no?
It does until this all sort of happened.
Yeah, fuck all that, bro.
Right.
Because you only got one
and
parachute.
the pinnacle, right, of all of it is wingsuit flying, right? Like that's the pinnacle.
Wingsuit, proximity flying, right? But even those people, another dude passed away recently from wingsuiting that was epic in the sport, right?
Oh, every one of those epic guys does.
Well known. He just passed away right after my other boy died, Sean.
What's the dude's name? Oh, fuck, I can almost say it. Watched a
the
bunch
Red
of.
Bull guy.
What's his name? What he tried to split the balloons or pop the balloons, and his legs hit the thing,
Yeah,
hit the rock,
ground, yeah.
and he just curled up into a ball. And he said, "Listen," he knew in his head because time slows down. He's like, "I have literally like a second or two to decide whether I'm in so much excruciating pain and probably going to be missing my legs."
Jeb Corliss?
Jeb Corliss.
Yes,
he's like the fucking icon of them all. He was actually flying with his best friend when his best friend hit the bridge. Remember that? They were they were flying, not tandem, but they were flying together in wingsuits.
Yep.
Anyway, he's like, in my opinion, Jeb's probably the best, but I don't know. I'm not in the industry.
No, you're
There's
right.
probably
He
guys
was
better.
one.
That's
he's
still
a
alive.
sponsored Red Bull
That's still
athlete.
alive.
Yeah, he's a Red Bull athlete.
Well,
he is.
Anyway,
I mean,
in his head, he said,
if you're dead, you're probably not the best. Right? I mean,
yeah, well, I'm just saying, yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe some people would consider you an icon that was the best.
Agreed.
But anyway, he said in my head, I knew I'd done horrible damage to my body. Whether my legs were even there or not, I wasn't even sure. But I had like a second or two to decide, do you want to make an attempt at living and pull this, your parachute, or do you just want to crash and pummel into the ground and just the pain be over, everything be over? And he pulled the chute and he lived, but his fucking legs were just hamburgers.
Mangled.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He made a full recovery, I think, but they were just broken. And
did he ever jump again?
Oh, I think he still does it, doesn't he? Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
sure.
that's right.
Jeb Corliss, right?
Yeah, I think so. But yeah. I think every human wants to live.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, I do. I think
Honestly.
even the most extreme want to live, but
Yes.
they just accept that there's a high probability what they love to do could kill them. They just accept that risk,
Well, you do proximity flying is like the way you go out.
Right.
That's wingsuiting down the base of a mountain, right? It has to be super accurate, and if you're not, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
You know this. Some of my boys do that, and they're gnarly as fuck.
Yeah.
They live for it though, and they wouldn't want life any other way.
Right.
I don't know yet.
We should say that it was your birthday. You just had a birthday, pal.
Yeah, happy birthday,
Happy
man.
birthday, buddy.
Thank
Happy
you, thank
birthday.
you.
We're actually, I think let's wrap up.
Wrap it up.
We're going to go to a birthday Jesse dinner. So.
Let's go.
Let's do it, pal. You got anything else you want to mention, plug, talk about? Oh, we just talked about Team Fight for Flight. If there's a vet out there who would like to, or a police officer, or somebody who, I think you said mental disability, would like to go up with you and fly with you, how can they reach you? What is your Instagram? What's your email?
Instagram probably the best.
What's your Instagram handle?
Jesse.Holt7. Super simple.
Spell it.
Jesse.
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 Bro, you'd be amazed at
Holt
how many people can't spell Jesse.
07.
Okay.
Just 7. Just 7. Just 0.
Oh, see, you fucked it up. All right, cool. All right, brother. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Anything else you
Feliz
want
cumpleaños.
to plug? Talk about?
Nah, breath is life, though.
Breath is life.
Breath is life. I like that.
Remember that.
Breathing.
Breathe.
Yeah. Wim Hof, baby. All right. Always a pleasure, brother. Love you, pal.
Always good
Love you,
times.
buddy.
Let's get it. You.